Okay, so I have here open in Photoshop the image of Beach Boy restaurant that you need to have outlined. And so what I'm going to do uh, now, by the way, I resized your Beach Boy restaurant image so that it's slightly bigger. I don't know if you'll need that for printout, but it's just something I normally do. Um, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the area around Beach Boy Restaurant. So I'm going to start there, and everything that will allow me to select, I'm using the selection tool that you see right here, and I'm making sure to get all of that white area around it. Okay. Now, once I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click with my mouse so that it brings up this dialog box. And I'm going to scroll down to where it says select inverse. After I hit inverse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the layers panel, and I am going to click on this little plus sign down here. And what that does is it adds a layer above. Now you notice that the selection, the little marching ants, as they say, going around, is still in place. And so I'm going to take and still be on this layer while I have this selection going on. And I'm going to go over here to my paint bucket tool, and I'm going to click inside this area. Okay. And just like that, wait just a moment. What it does is it creates uh, a solid black panel with none of the details, obviously, of your artwork. I'm going to turn off the background panel. It's not hurting your artwork at all. We can go back and recover it because we're going to save it to another name. So don't worry about that. What we're going to do then at this point is, and you can save this anywhere. I'm saving it where I normally save things. Go up to Save As. Wait, wait for my Save As dialog box comes up, and there are many options here. You want to save it as a PNG, which is the same type of file that you have already. But in this case, we're going to call it, uh, what was that? I'm going to call it Burger Outline. Okay, Burger Outline. You see that? Okay, so we recorded, or we saved it. We're saving it as Burger Outline. Click Save. It's a large file size. Blah blah blah. Don't worry about that. Now, once that's done, remember where you save that as, because now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Adobe Illustrator, which I have open here. We're going to go File, Open, and let's see. I've got to get up to where that file is saved at. Just 1 second. It takes my computer a second to load. Going on. Just one moment, please. I apologize for the delay. All right, there we go. As you can see, burger outline. All right, we're going to click open, and that brings that up in just a moment. Yep, it's brought up, and what I'm doing now is I'm hitting Control minus in order to zoom out. You see that it's outside the little frame. We don't care about that. That's not important at all. The fact that it is outside the frame, because it's not going to matter. So what we do is we go up here to Object. Hold on just a second. We'll go to Object, Image Trace, and then we click Make and Expand. Make and expand. What this does is it converts it from a raster image, which is a series of a bunch of pixels, to a vector image. A vector image is just the geometry, that is the XY coordinates around the perimeter of the image. And click Make and Expand. And so it does that, and it finishes. And then what you want to do is we're going to come in here, and we got to get rid of this white element that's around it. But right now everything is a group. And so again, we're going to right click, and we're going to see where it says ungroup. We're going to click ungroup. Okay, and at that point, we're going to click off to the side and we're going to grab this white area. And we could go around and we could click all of the different places, but we're going to select, I'm sorry, we're going to take and click here. We're going to go up to select up here and we're going to click same fill color, same fill color. And what that does is it selects all of the white. Now I'm just hitting my delete key, or you can hit Control X. I hit the delete key, and now all we have is just this black field. But the difference is this isn't a bunch of pixels. It is our vector that will become our outline for our cut file. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to make it into the actual cut file shape. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at this area right here. Now, in Illustrator, it's different from Photoshop, and I'm assuming that you know nothing, okay? This little box with the square in the middle, that is the thing that controls the color of the outline or the stroke that, if there is one, is around the perimeter of the graphic. And so we click on the selected graphic, and right now it has no specific stroke. We're not worried about that yet. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this color back here at the back, and we want to change that so that, now you see this little pink line through that? You see that it's also up here on this swatch library. And if you don't have swatches open, you're just going to want to go to Window and click Swatches, okay, to get that up. But that little pink line through that white field, that means no color, all right? So whenever I click on that, it becomes transparent, all right? Now, if I click off, it looks like it all goes away, but it doesn't. That outline, or the outline, which is also transparent, is not there. And so what we need to do is we need to take that outline or the perimeter and give it a stroke. And before we can do that, the first thing that we've got to do is we have to create a new stroke. And so we're picking a color here. Let's see. And we want to, I'm just going to grab a color first of all and throw it up there as a, we want to go new swatch. By me picking a color over here and changing it from the default setting, it gives you the option in this dialog box to create a new swatch. So you're going to click on new swatch. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to change this from this, where it says color type, you want to change it from process color to spot color. Spot color. And then you want to change this from RGB, red, green, blue, to CMYK. Now, at this point, what you want to do is you want to slide all of these, the C, the Y, and the K, to 0, but you want to make the magenta go all the way to 100%, because that's what your Rasterlink software is used to looking for. Okay, and then you're going to click, before you click OK, you're going to go up here to swatch name, and you're going to name it exactly this. No spaces, cut contour. Okay, cut contour. Spelled exactly like that, and then you're going to click OK. And then you'll notice that it adds this swatch up here named cut contour. So what you want to do is you want to go and grab the edge of your invisible graphic, okay? And you're going to go over here and make sure that the stroke, little stroke icon is up. And you're going to, when that is up, that means the stroke is selected. That's what we're dealing with. We'll go up here and just simply click swatches, okay? And when you do that, it automatically will, you can't see it yet, but it adds a swatch or a stroke in that color. See how that's changed colors over here where my little cursor is, but you're not done yet. What you want to do is you want to go up here and a 1-point stroke is too big. You have to go up here to this. You can see that there's the swatch around it. It will not read a 1-point stroke. So what you have to do is you have to go up here and click on the tiniest stroke that you can give it, which is 0.25. At that point, this is a functional cut path. And you're like, well, how do I integrate my picture into that? Well, I'm glad you asked. What you do next is you go File, Open, and just wait a moment for your image to come up. And there it is. There is your Beach Boy burger. We're going to bring that up, and we're going to click Open. All right, and there it is. Let's zoom out. It's on and it looks like it's on the same page, but it's not. What we're going to do is we're going to go Control A to select everything. Press and hold the the Control A, and then we're going to right click and, sorry, not right click. We're going to Control C to copy it. So Control A to select the whole graphic, and then we're going to Control C to copy it. Then we come over to our original graphic where we have our outline selected, and we're going to go Control V, which is just Control the paste, to drop it in place. Now it's not exactly lined up, so what we need to do at this point is there's just like in Photoshop, it's a little different, but just like in Photoshop, there is a Layers tab over here. So we want to select Layers and push the down arrow. You see where the little down chevron is here, and we see that there is the outline path, and then there is just the existing path, and then there is the image. We want the image to be below the cut path that we've created. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to left click and hold and pull it down so that it highlights the space just below our cut contour pink line, and presto changeo, that's there. Now we're going to click on the image layer so that it's highlighted in blue so that we know that that's the layer that we're moving, and we're going to just simply, and you can do this any number of ways, but we're going to go Control plus to zoom in so that, and I did it twice, Control plus plus to zoom in, and then we're going to just take and move that graphic into place. And honestly, we're going to need to zoom in even closer. So let's get the zoom tool, which is over here underneath the little hand, and we're going to just zoom in to where we're at this corner so that we can see that we're clearly lined up like this. And we're going to do it like this. And now that we're grabbing that little outline, and we're going to use the arrow keys on our keyboard, and we're going to fine tune that selection until there's no white spaces to be found. And there you go. Now click off of that, and we're going to go up to File, Save As, and I'm saying burger ready to cut. And we don't want to save it as Adobe Illustrator. We want it to be an EPS or a PDF file for Mamaki. It likes both those. So I'm saving it as an EPS. We don't want to use the artboard. That's not necessary. But we click Save. And now the only thing I can tell you is it's probably bigger than what you need it to be whenever you get it into Mamaki Rasterlink. Everything's fine here by default. Just click OK, and it will save, and that's it. We're done.